Hi folks, how are you today? I want to share with you today another very powerful tip that can make you more successful in your life, in your business. First I want to ask you if you like my calendar. This is the calendar I received from my ex-girlfriend, and I just love this picture. Every time I look at this picture I kind of feel peace and freedom. Alright, about this tip I was talking about. Every day I shoot a video, I want to give you something that will help you, right? On your way to be successful, on your way not only to be successful, but to be healthy, and also to be free. Healthy, I mean not just physically, but also spiritually, mentally, and also to be free in terms of let's say money. Regarding financial freedom, I offer you the product. I will talk about this at the end of this video. Regarding spiritual freedom, regarding success, I always try to give you something practical, right? I mean, I'm trying to do it as clear as possible, because sometimes some of the concepts are kind of even difficult for me to grasp, so I just want to make them simple and implement them in my everyday life. And today I was reading about one of the concepts that is so important, and one of the concepts that I myself have had problems almost all my life. And this is I want to talk about complexes, and I had this complex almost all my life. It's called complex of inferiority, feeling inferior. And it came from probably from my childhood as well, when I was growing up and certain people told me that I can't do something because I'm not good enough. And somebody probably, or even myself, I was comparing myself with other people and found out that in some, let's say, activities, or in some fields, some people are better than me. They can achieve results faster and easier than me. And this was just a concept that I was probably, as I was child, thinking about it, I was comparing myself to other people, and this caused also this feeling of inferiority, the complex that I'm not good enough for something. I'm not good enough to be like somebody else, because I can't do certain things. And this is of course a wrong way of thinking, right? We are all different. All of us has got different different characteristics, but also different things we can do better than somebody else. So different talents, let's say, and I have my own talents, and I know I can do things probably most of the people on the planet can't do. And I meet every day I meet somebody who can do couple of things much better than me. And the way to think right is, we shouldn't feel inferior to this person. This person is just different, right? They can do, or she can do something better, faster, easier than us. But then on the other hand, we can do something better, faster, easier than this other person. And once you realize that, and you realize that you are just a different person, and you have your own perspective, and you have your own life, your story, and you have your own talents that you can, let's say, offer to somebody if you are having a business and you are offering some services, and of course you can ask money for it. So I believe I wasn't successful for a long time in my life just because I didn't believe that I'm good enough. And this feeling of inferiority caused me not to be successful in particular areas in my life, because my life it's about struggle all the time. I mean, after I finished my secondary school, let's say, I think it's like a college, called college here in Europe, I wanted to keep on studying, and I couldn't pass the entrance examination, and then my parents were very sad about it, and then after a couple of years I did pass, and I studied languages, and then I was expected to teach for a long time, and I started to teach, but then I decided, you know, there must be something better out there. Anyway, I wanted to travel and see the world, so I went abroad, and I had different you know, jobs, simple jobs. I was an accountant, I worked in restaurants, and I worked in kitchens, and you know, all this time I was observing the world, and I was observing the life out there, and I didn't really know what's the life about, you know, why people are as they are. I was observing the corporate world as well, you know, like at each company I was working, I was observing what's going on there, how people react, you know, how I react to people, how, you know, what kind of structure is there, why people behave in a certain way. And I found out this just today, actually, I realized, maybe more than any time before, how important it is to be yourself, you to know what you can do. And if you don't know, there are certain areas in your life where you feel very competent and also confident, and it can be a very simple thing, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be, I think, world recognized mathematician just to show how perfect you are. You can be perfect and very simple thing. Even a dishwasher at a restaurant can be such an amazing person in washing dishes. Of course, his personality is also amazing, but now let's say we talk about talents as well. So he shouldn't feel, this guy who is washing dishes, he shouldn't feel inferior. Actually, I used to work in a kitchen, and I know dishwasher was one of the most important person in the kitchen, because if he stopped washing the dishes and the pans, the cook couldn't cook the dishes because there were no dishes clean. So he was like a very crucial person, and if he wasn't fast enough, the kitchen would stop. That means the whole restaurant would stop. That means the whole business would stop. So actually, the whole business started with the dishwasher, and that's how important this guy was. To be fast and to be good at his job. And I remember one time when this dishwasher, he became a friend of mine, didn't come to work, and I was asked to do his job, and I tried it, and it was just, I just couldn't keep up with the pace in the restaurant. I just couldn't clean the dishes and the pans fast enough, and it was pretty depressing to me that such a simple job, and I wasn't able to make it right. And everybody was pissed off with me because I wasn't fast enough, in the restaurant. So also some of the cutlery I was cleaning was not clean enough, and there were some complaints. So I just want to share with you this example that everybody has something to offer, and your offer is very valuable in the eyes of somebody else, and not just because it's so important, for the, let's say, this example of the dishwasher for the business, but also because nobody else can do it, right? Nobody else can do it. So if you think just about this should make you feel less inferior, and I wouldn't go into the other direction, like feeling superior. You are just different. You have just some talents that nobody else has, and you offer your talents, and you are valuable to yourself and to everybody around you, right? And today I was reading also about this concept in the Maxwell Maltz book, Psycho-Cybernetics, and he was actually telling the same thing, right? That we are different, we shouldn't feel inferior in any way, because we are just different, and the crucial concept is not to compare yourself. You shouldn't compare yourself to somebody else. You are you, and you know your stuff you can do, and also what you can't do, and in this way you are a unique person. That's the message for me for today. Check out my Empower Network blog post. This is just one more tip I want to give you today. I work with Empower Network. I think it's an amazing company. It's a company that makes you think differently, that makes you a person who can do anything in your life, achieve anything in your life, and achieve any aims or goals also regarding money. Because people within Empower Network are just incredible people who can attract incredible amounts of money into their life. It's like, I would say, it's like creating money out of thin air, you know. Check out the link below. I love you and I appreciate you. Ciao, ciao.